lesson, we're going to talk about some blues tricks that you can use while you're improvising. These tricks are based around the E pentatonic scale and the E blues scale. And you should know that from some previous lessons, how to play that. If not, go ahead and take a look at that again. Come back to this lesson. When you're improvising and you're playing in the key of E, playing just up and down the scales can get a little bit tiring on the ears. Sounds a little bit random. So what we want to do is give you some licks that you can actually tie everything together with. About 90% of what we do when we're improvising is playing stuff that we have played before, and about 10% of it, let's even make it 9% of it, is actually making new things up on the fly. That last 1%, tying them all together. We'll talk more about how to tie it together. Let's get into these 3 blues tricks. This first lick starts with a shape that's close to the E chord. If this is your E, we're working off the last 3 strings of that E. We're going to start with a hammer on. Let the other 2 strings just ring. We'll finish that measure up with a slide, staying in the position. Notice I'm using the 3rd finger, 3rd fret, up to 5. Put that together. Again. Let that last note just sing. You might even want to let that go for an entire measure. No reason to rush it. I'm going to continue on with that. Leaves us here. We're going to back down with that 3rd finger again. Hit both strings, the B and the E string together, and slide that note right up. It's important to be right on that fingertip so you don't deaden that other string. We want to get that nice little clash that resolves. Okay, looking more at that, we got the slide. We're here. One more time. We're going to end this lick by playing 2 triplets in a row. Now a triplet, if you remember from some earlier lessons, is 3 notes in 1 beat. The way you count a triplet, just to remind you, is by saying triplet. So if we have a beat, triplet, triplet, triplet. It's a very simple lick. Just remember, stay in first position. Triplet, triplet. Let's tie all 3 of those together. Notice how I'm allowing that last note of each of those measures to ring for an entire extra measure. We're playing the blues here. There's no sense in getting rushed at anything. So one more time.